Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers, has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
21 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run, and this is Jeremy McNichols. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will score! Ja'Cory Merritt, touchdown, Washington. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Seahawks 0.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gage to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota, alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell, by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. In motion is Barner. A shotgun run now with Walker. Room to run at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Seattle.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On play action, here's Darnold. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Seattle.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run the toss with Walker. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll be taken down. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the
really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
That's going to be caught. And he will have the first down, almost a touchdown, out of bounds, just short of the pylon. So they roll the dice on fourth down and are rewarded with first and goal.
First and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7.
Jason Myers.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. There's Ertz. He's got it right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Luke McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. One play here for McNichols. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington first down.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Going back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
9 yards. That's good for a Washington 1st down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
To throw is Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's in! Jeremy McNichols. Touchdown, Commanders. Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 7.
So, after the touchdown, here's Jay to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, yeah. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
on a gain of 7.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Daniels. He'll step up and run this. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Seattle.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 4. Here's a handoff to Walker. He'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game, you should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now third down comes up.
6 yards to go.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now a give up the middle. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
Brought down by Kobe Bryant. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Daniel. Going up top. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Open man is Horton. It's caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Toss, right side, Charbonnet. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll go play action with Darnold. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Complete to A.J. Barner. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Darnold now the throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time. When you're around the ball on defense, good things are going to happen. And this is a great example. He's not able to secure the interception, but the next best thing is he gets his hand on the ball, and it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Here's Darnold again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Darnold to the air once more. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Seattle.
To throw again is Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
Darnold's pass complete to A.J. Barner. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold to throw again. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
10 at the 11-yard line.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In motion is Barner. Darnold to throw on first down. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Commanders 20, Seahawks 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the 4. And a decent return there He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his man downfield, it's Debo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Work in the middle, he's got Ertz. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Commander.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Matt Gay to kick
3
off
points,
for
all that
Washington.
separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And
There wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
On second down, Walker. That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Third down, they go with Walker. 14 on the pickup. First down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was taken down by Jartavius Martin. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Retains possession.
Had they been in a different part of the field, Mike, we're talking about that outcome very differently. He's very fortunate to be outside the numbers where that ball took a friendly bounce, and he's saved by it going out of bounds. Now it brings up 4th down. If they ultimately decide to keep the offense on the field, we're going to look back on that ball harmlessly going out of bounds as a big moment in this game. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the ground, the 1st down run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Worry on the stop. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Daniel. That'll be taken in by Krusty Merritt. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6, or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. And he's down at the 3. What a run. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jeremy McNichol. Touchdown, Commanders. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will go up by 7.
Commanders 27, Seahawks 20.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. the play fake. Here's Darnold. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Try and run it with Walker. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 11.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Walker. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. That is some kind of run. Everything you love about a running back. Using some of the power as well, Greg, to find his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And as so often is the case, Mike, in the NFL, you just can't block every defender. Well, for this back, it doesn't matter. You said it. His power is what allowed him to break those tackles and find himself in the end zone.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks will even the score here in the 3rd.
27.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On 1st down, Daniels. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Short one there. He's got Ertz. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They run with Walker. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. The run up the middle, it's Walker. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
9 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Seattle.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On the move left. He'll tuck it and take off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Darnold now on 1st and 10.
Darnold's pass complete to Kenneth Walker. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Once again, it's Walker. And They will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's Walker. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will go up by 7.
34. Commanders 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll throw with dash. They'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll get this out quickly to his left.
Well, I can promise you that's not what they had in mind when they called that play. They're thinking either catch the defense in deep, soft coverage or maybe you get lucky and they're blitzing. In this case, they get neither and pick up a minimal gain.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll step up and run.
Daniels and the keeper. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Daniels now going to look to throw. There he goes again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
That's good.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
On the give, it's McNichols. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Daniels. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
On the handoff, McNichols. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Up the middle they go. Boom! Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Daniels to throw on second down. And he will score! Game on! Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. Play fake, it's Darnold. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the slot man right. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Third down, they go with Walker. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. In motion is Barner. On the ground, it's Walker. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Seahawks sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Over the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Washington Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Washington.
At the 16-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. The Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage.
Commanders 41, Seahawks 37.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open, left side is Barnes. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
33-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Darnold to throw. Throw on the run is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down, they need 3. To throw again is Darnold. The throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Thrown left side, the catch is made.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.